Hello, and what is today? What is today? Oh my gosh, it's been kind of a weird week. Thursday, happy Thursday. There we go. Happy Thursday. I knew I'd get there sooner or later. Happy Thursday, everybody. My name is Linda, and I have not done one of these drive-in chats for, it's been too long. It's been too long. Sorry. I am on my way over. Oof, that sun's bright. It's a beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous. Today is, what's the date today? I want to say October 27, I think. I don't know. I don't look at the days on the calendar. I pay attention to the days of the week. Surprisingly, I pay attention to the days of the week. Even though half the time I don't know if it's Friday or Wednesday. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I just thought, there's that bald eagle again. Oh my gosh, he's just absolutely beautiful. I wish I could get close enough to get a really, really good picture, but he sees me, he watches me, and he's like, nope. Oh, gee whiz. Thought that was a dog, but it's a big weed in the shadows. Beautiful day here in Nova Scotia. Back to the topic at hand. It is going to be 20 degrees today. I'm heading over to the other garden right now over at, and I'm getting over, this horrible chest cold that I've had for about a week. So, pardon me for coughing. I can't help it. If I end up in a coughing fit, I'll pause, so you don't have to listen to it. I figured today's a good day to harvest my horseradish at 20 degrees. Sorry, I love the window down, but it's just too windy, too loud, too much noise. 20 degrees today. I think right now it's about 16 or 17 degrees. Beautiful morning, lots of sun. So I'm just gonna, I'll do another video when I actually get to the garden and doing the harvest, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I forgot my shovel. I hope Anita's got one. Well, you know what? The soil there, it's pretty loose soil, so I should be able to just dig it up. Yeah, forgot my shovel. That's the kind of week I've been having. Okay. Another topic. I was listening to, this was at 5 o'clock this morning. I was outside. The dogs wanted out just to get some fresh air and go for a quick pee. So I thought, I'm just going to step outside and look at the sky. And I didn't see anything anomalous, just a lot of stars, and there's not a lot of light pollution here. So I got to actually see billions and billions of stars. There was only one thing, but I think it was probably a meteorite. When I looked straight up, I saw something shooting, but it was tiny, and it was like a split second, a bright light that went shooting across the sky. Pretty sure that was a meteorite. What else would it have been? Anyway, I'm standing outside in just a t-shirt and shorts and my bare feet, and in total awe of this beautiful universe that we are a part of. We are a part of this timeline, this universe, and I'm just, there's no words I can say that can describe how beautiful it is. We all have our own description of, that sense of awe that sense of being so big in one regard. When everything's relative, right? So when you're inside your house, you're big. When you're standing beside your cat, you're big. Stand beside your baby, you're big. But you stand underneath those stars, you could not be more diminutive. You're tiny. You are less than a speck in the universe, but you are also extremely important part of this universe. Sorry. I love the driving chats, but I get nervous when there's a truck coming. Because those trucks, they're big and bulky, and there's a lot of them. Anyway, where was I? Okay, yeah, you're so diminutive, but yet you're still just as important as the next person. Now, and I'm not gonna backtrack on that at all. Everybody has their role in this timeline. You chose this timeline for a specific reason. So everybody has certain lessons that they want to learn as they're going through their timeline. Whether it's, what does it feel like to fall down and scrape your knee, to what does it feel like to hate? What does it feel like to go hunting? Or what does it feel like to be vegan? Yes. What does it feel like to die prematurely? What does it feel like to die at 101 years old? So everybody has got lessons. What does it feel like to be loved or abused, or all those different lessons that we need to learn? But the fundamental lesson that we need to learn is unconditional love. And I'm pretty sure I've said this before. Anyway, so when wow, he got his lesson learned. Yikes, that was not pretty. It was a porcupine, what was left of him. Anyway, the podcast I was listening to this morning, it was all about your higher self and the timelines that you put yourself in. And when I'm trying to explain to somebody about different timelines, I always describe a tree that has been sheared off, perfectly sheared off, and now you can see those rings. Each one of those rings is a timeline. And as we ascend, we start in the middle. We're tiny in the middle. For each lesson that we learn and move on, we're born, we learn our lessons, we die. And we then move to our next timeline. But here's something on this podcast this morning, and I'm going to link his podcast in the description, because I had that moment at 5:00 this morning saying, I knew it. The things that he was talking about on that podcast this morning, and this is a brilliant man. He's a smart man. I'm not calling myself brilliant. I'm also not, diminishing what I know to be true. But for him to talk about the things that I talked about 10 years ago, in that, oh my God, this is what it is. This is the situation. Was a profound validation for me. And I'm so glad that I tuned into that. And I'm going to link it in here. Hopefully I'll tag him in there too, because he said he reads all his comments and stuff. So I'm going to tag him, and I'm going to link him in the comments. Please do yourself a favor and listen to that podcast because it is amazing. Anyway, years ago, about 10, 15 years ago, I don't know exactly when, but I was sitting in, it would have been about 15 years ago. I was sitting in the lunchroom at work, and somebody was talking about, like, they had stories about, like some paranormal stories. Driving down the road, and they see this person standing on a sharp bend, blocking the road, saying, "Don't go there, no, don't." And they come around this sharp bend only to find a herd of cattle. If they had not have slowed down, they would have gone off the road. They would have killed at least one of the cows, possibly killed themselves, hurt somebody. Somebody would have gotten hurt. And then as soon as they slow down, they look in the mirror and that person is gone. And the more people were telling this same story, I thought, you know what? It sounds like your guardian angel is telling you, because you still have certain lessons to learn, and this isn't one of them, or it's you coming back. It's you coming back from the future to give you that warning. No. We've already learned that lesson. This is where we died. We've learned this lesson already. You can move around it. You can carry on. And as we learn lessons, we get higher up into the 4D. So right now, if you know for a fact that you're not a seer and everything, you're just living in the tangible world, that's your 3D. You were living in the 3-dimensional world, but you're working for the 4-dimensional world to be able to see. And as you get through that 4 dimensions, that 4th dimension of being able to see and being able to know, learning those lessons, you can move up to 5D, where it's you know what, this is going to sound silly, but where you can consciously time travel. This is just my thought that came to me this morning. I'm listening to this man talk, and I thought, 5D? Yes, it feels like I'm very familiar with 5D, in that you can consciously move between timelines. Now you're not just the person that is seeing you in the future, your higher self. You're not just the person that sees your higher self. You are now that higher self that's coming back and warning yourself in the past about, that herd of cows around that sharp bend, or don't take that job because you're going to crash and burn and fail miserably and all that stuff. When you're in 5D, the 5th dimension, you are able to travel off planet. You are able to go back into the past and be that person standing on the road. I don't know, but it's certainly sounds like something that I'm very familiar with. And so this is why I wanted to tell you that. And this is why I'm going to link his podcast into my description. Hopefully he sees it and responds to it. I'm really hoping, because he shook something awake in me. I'm like, oh yes, I remember that. Oh, car coming. I gotta pay attention. Anyway, I was completely fascinated when I heard that, and so happy that what he said validated my thoughts. I'm gonna pull over here because he's right on my butt, and I don't like that. I don't like doing drive-in chats when somebody's right on my butt. guess there was two of them. It's 50 kilometers, and they need to go faster. And I'm not a prude behind the wheel, not by any means, but when I'm going through a small town or a village, I like to do the speed limit, just in case. Puppies and kittens on the road and stuff like that. Kids. And four-wheelers on the ditch. Anyway, his name is... Oh, isn't that terrible? Brian. Oh, I'm sorry. If you listen to this, Brian, I'm so sorry. My mind just went completely blank on everybody's names because I'm watching two trucks and a four-wheeler and doing the speed limit, and Brian Scott. Sorry, there it is. Is that even your name? I'm so sorry. I apologize profusely. Anyway, that's my thought. That's my thought. And my channel is all about faith-inspired transformation. Having the faith to, when you are inspired to transform certain things in your life, I want you to have the faith to trust that inspiration. I don't want you to brush it off and say, you know what, that's just my imagination. In order for you to ascend closer and closer to 4D, you have to have faith in that inspiration. Anyway, that's my spiel. I'm going to go and have a look at the horseradish. Hopefully, these heavy frosts have made the spiders go away. Otherwise, my friend Anita will not go near the garden because these spiders are giant. Those big yellow spiders with the black stripes, oh, they're not vicious or venomous or anything. They won't attack you, but oh, they're big and they're scary looking. I'm not a fan of spiders. But I do know that when I am working around the spiders, if I'm careful, they're not going to freak out and jump on me. Anyway, Anita freaks out. So hopefully the spiders are gone. Wish me luck on that. I have faith. I have faith that they're gone. Faith. Anyway, that's what kept me up from 5 o'clock until now. I think it's almost noon. No, it's not. It's only about 11 o'clock. Doesn't matter. That's what kept me awake, thinking about that, and I had to do something. I missed the driving chats. Maybe one day they'll get a little bit more insightful. I get a little nervous when I'm doing a driving chat. But I'm sure they'll get in more and more insightful. Ooh, what's going on here? Okay, a lot of mud on the road here. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. And if you like what I'm doing, if you like what I'm saying, please give me a like, give me a share, subscribe. I gotta keep this channel going. I'm gonna keep it going regardless, but I'd like it to grow because I want more people to get that inspiration that they need to transform their bodies, their lifestyle, their home life, their learning everything, their knowledge. Have faith in the inspiration that you get when you need to transform. Anyway, that's it for today. And later, like I said, anyway, that's it for today. Enough of the spaghetti plate endings. Bye-bye.